Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. Boy, did I ever screw up last time. Not with the game itself, but with my comments. Oh, God, it hurts my brain. Okay, Kamuy. I talked about this last time. Yeah, Kamuy is not the Japanese word for wolf, or it may be, I don't know, I didn't get that far in my research. I just realized how much I screwed up and I did the bare minimum enough to correct the mistakes I made. So the idea behind this is Kamuy is a word in the Ainu language, and the Ainu language is spoken by some of the Ainu people, which are the traditional inhabitants of the Japanese islands. So the idea behind it is Kamuy is very similar to the Japanese word of kami, which if you watch Dragon Ball Z, then you're thinking, wait, what? If you watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged, then you might understand that kami means god or spiritual being in the Japanese language. And Kamuy is now a monster. So yeah, basically Kamuy means divine spirit, divine god, something to that effect. And if you go through here, ow, that's painful. So yeah, basically I screwed up with that. I hadn't done my research prior to that. This is locked. We need to get in there if we want to get something. But yeah, so hopefully that clears up the mistake I made last time. I actually got this to work my first try, go figure. This is one of the most difficult things to get, because you see that little line like right above the arrow, right at the point of the arrow, that one going up to the top, you see it now? If you go and run along the wall where it kind of looks like it is because the bad 3D here, you're never going to get the thing. You have to go like kind of stand on it and then move out. It's not right on the wall, it's in the middle of the room, which, you know, doesn't make any sense for one, and two, why wouldn't you put it in an easier spot to find? I have run around this bloody area for 5-10 minutes trying to get this to line up because I always forget that it's not along the wall. Anyway, do that, you open the gate, and now we can get down here. So, sharing with you how stupid I am in this game hopefully forgives my mistake of trying to identify, you know, the correct mythology or whatever else. Anyway, from last time. Nothing in the pot. What about this pot? In the middle basin, stardust. Yay. Now, is it this one? Game? Thank you. So, now that we've done that, there's one other thing I wanted to do, and that's something I didn't do last time. Just, the episode was long enough, I don't really need to bog it down with minimal stuff. Let's just fast forward through there, go front again. I did not head here last time. The house on the right will just lead you to the bottom, but the item shop is this way, and I didn't show off the item shop, so I'd like to at least show where it is, for those of you who are wondering. Now, you can actually dismount by heading to the left, but we don't need to do that. You can get back on the boat after, that's not a big deal, but here's the item shop. We can buy a new item, Depetrifier. I guess that tells you something about the next area. Still completely useless. Don't buy these. They cost too much, and they really don't do anything. Thunder-based attacks, still not very good. Don't worry about those. What do I need to sell? What do I have too many of? This is the point. I think I picked up that from a normal enemy. I don't need that. Yeah, so this is the point. Let's get rid of extra ones of those. We don't really need to keep around mind purifiers and body purifiers because all of our characters can now become Dragoons in normal battles to get rid of that, you know, all status effects very easily. So I won't be buying anymore. I will be using what I have. Maybe I might end up selling them if I need more space, which might happen in the next, well, in a couple areas anyway. At this point in the game, I like to keep around 4 magic or MP healing items, usually the ones I've gotten through chests and stuff because I don't feel the need to buy them. And preferably 4 all healing items. and 4 regular single targeting healing items. So I can sell 1 healing potion. This is kind of the point. I'll use some of these healing potions throughout the next area, but after that we can buy healing fogs now, so there's no reason to keep them around. Use them indiscriminately, the healing potions that is. You know, I will be using up most of mine throughout the next area or 2, because after that the game puts you in an area where there is no shop, and it's not super long, but the bosses can be a little challenging, so I'd like to have some better healing items for that point in the game. Anyway, I also would like to have 4 of those guys, and that's pretty much all I need to do here. So I'll just meet you back by the gate there. And of course by gate I mean the spot where we started the video. Probably should have said that instead. Anyway, now that we've done that, really, I go on there the first time on the disc and you give me no music. What is wrong with you? I want to show off the cool music. Or, well, listen off. That doesn't sound right either. Now, with the Sergio music, it has a really cool feel to it. The Tiburon theme has, you know, an awesome, like, it's just one of the better tracks. This one, I could probably sit and listen to for hours. It's just laid back, and it's cool, and it's relaxing. I really like this theme. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, if you notice where we're standing, the only warm spot on the island, as you can see, there are snowflakes falling here, which is pretty cool, actually. You don't normally get that in, you know, at least you don't get, like, the hot spring area right next to the snow area, unless the hot spring area is some kind of hot spring area in the cold area. I know, a la Final Fantasy VII, or something like that. It's the first one that came to mind, anyway. Here we have the Evergreen Forest. Let's go this way first. This area basically serves as the Barrens for Disc 3. We'll be coming back through here a couple of times, not too many times. D-Stone Amulet does what you think it does. It prevents you from being petrified. And let's show off some new enemies. And I forgot to check my bestiary, but it doesn't particularly matter. There aren't any enemies in the first few areas in this in Disc 3 here that drop anything of any use or value. These are moss dressers. And I'm just using this party momentarily. I won't be using it for long. But yeah, when coming through here, I would recommend using the additions that you have. In my case, like, obviously, but you know, use your additions. Don't be using your you know, Dragoon magic or your Dragoon attacks to get through this area. Definitely work on additions at this point. This area, like I said, it's similar to the Barrens. We'll be going through here a few times, so I would definitely recommend you get as much use of this area as you can and start memorizing kind of which monsters are going to counter which additions. In this case, all 3 of the additions I have on these characters cannot be countered, so that's a thing, I guess. Had Dart defend because I wanted to get a few more uses and he would have, you know, taken the enemy out, so there we go. Once they use power up, they have some more defense there, so. And they also do some more damage, which, again, I'm not particularly worried about. And there's a chainsaw outside. Hopefully you can't hear that. It's rather loud. Anyway, head to the left this time. So basically, take the outer paths first, pick up some treasure, and then we can move on to the meat of the dungeon here. Well, I guess it's not really a dungeon, it's more of a forest. Probably why it's called a forest. I was expecting a battle before the screen changed. Now I'm going to take 2 steps and battle. And here we have another new enemy. Yeah, those tree guys, the moss, they just basically use the power up. These guys make you miss. No, These guys, I don't think they have much game. I don't think they do too much. I think they have a magical attack if you weaken them, but they also have very little HP, so you can, you know, usually take them out before they do too much. Congo with his awesome physical defense is not going to take much damage from that. Yeah, you would probably use some kind of magical attack to take me out. I didn't take him out there, but I did, so no big deal. And some meaningless experience pretty much at this point. And yes, I want to go over here first. This area, for some reason, even though it's as short as it is, I always end up getting confused here. Now, there are a few things to do here. One, if you head down, you can actually bypass all of the stuff with Kamuy. It is a side event. You do not have to do it, but it does lead to a boss fight, which, of course, leads to more experience than you'll get from fighting, 50 battles. So I want to do that. The other thing is, this area is off limits, and we can't get that treasure chest up there. The one in the middle left of the screen there. Yeah, so we can't get that yet. But we will be able to get it eventually. Alright, what do we got here? The Dark Elf. Let's take out the repeat guy first. Then we'll move on to the other guy there. And he's gone. Yeah, that's why he doesn't get around to using his attack very often. Yes. Go. Madness Hero. As you can see, Madness Hero is leveled up since we first saw it. Did you just scale and do a backflip off of Congo? What kind of an attack is that? But yeah, Madness Hero gets a lot, repeat, a lot of SP. I think by level 5 it gets about 200 SP per attack, so Dart will probably end up getting to level 5 with Dragoon before he finishes that off. At least that's my hope, because his next one I think offers 20 across all levels. 20 SP, that is. So, anyway, here we get nothing, but remember it for later. We'll be coming back there at some point. Like I said, heading down, we'll continue with the plot, and it also, I won't spoil it, but something happens and you won't want to come back here, for a little bit anyway. And here we have the final new enemy. At least I think it's the final. Oh no, there's one more. My bad. The Flying Rat. Yes. Yeah, it's a bat. Oh, and I missed. Nah, let's take out the Flying Bat. Redundancies. Yeah, I think it's an ice attack? Yes, it is. And that's going to hurt. That is not going to hurt. Congo, you're a double-edged sword. Take out this guy already. So that's what that guy uses. I don't know what element most of them use, but I'm pretty sure this guy uses a magic attack when he's low on HP, so. And here it is. Oh, right. Confusion / Bewitch. And it's gone. And she still falls down. Meru is hilarious in battle. Every time we win the battle, she falls on her ass from swinging that big-ass hammer around. And if you notice up there, there's a kid there. Now, there's a treasure chest over there, which I'll get after. But up here, we get more nothing. What's with this area and dead ends? Again, remember this area for later. But now that I've done that, let's head up there and let's find out who this is. Who is this? Oh, hey, he's gone. Help. Aren't you guys supposed to be taking out the... Holy crap! That's a big wolf. Oh, look at that. They actually are working together when they're not running away. Let me kill it. Huh? Oh, so that was Tio. Awesome. Different monster that attacked Fa. Oh. Huh, would you look at that? Do we believe the kid or the angry mob? As you notice, it was the resident knight who was worried about the kid more than the mercenaries were. Now, it doesn't look to me that Kamuy is all that dangerous considering how nice he was with the kid. Wonder why it became savage. Menace in the forest. Well, not really. It's only really defending himself at this point. I don't know how they got into the back area right up the screen there, and we didn't see them, and then they came running out of there like a bat out of hell. Alright, there we go. Get up there. Here, we get a depetrifier. Yay! And here, this way is filled with monsters and we cannot move this way. Yeah, this is invisible plot wall. Until we know what's up that way, we can't go that way, which is kind of annoying. Alright, now the only way to go rather, if I can find words, is this way. But that's all the time I have for this episode, unless this is the new enemy that I'm looking for. Well, I didn't happen to find the new enemy, but I did learn Rainbow Breath. I believe I was talking about that in the last episode. This is the only other healing spell in the game. Or not the only other healing spell, the only other character who gets a healing spell. Rainbow Breath for Meru. And she gained Dragoon level 2. I'm also working on Hammerspin, her 2nd edition now. But that's all the time I have for this episode because, well, scene up ahead that's going to take a little while to go through. Put it that way. So yeah, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.